Remember with all your Excel labs to put your name in cell A1. And then for this lab, on the top of page 41, we are going to enter voltage in cell A3, and then we're going to list the voltage values underneath. And then in cell B3, we are going to list our torque values, or we're going to list torque, and then underneath it we'll put our values for torque. Once we have put our values in, we want to scatter plot. So highlight your data, go to Insert, the Scatter drop-down menu, and choose the very first scatter plot. We want title and axis labels, so right here under Chart Tools, we're going to pick Layout number 1. Our x-axis is our voltage, y-axis is torque, and we are going to title our chart Graph of Torque versus Voltage. You can now move your graph around so that it fits on your page. Check your page layout view to make sure that your graph does in fact fit. It's not split between two pages. And then we want to insert a regression line. I'm going to right click on any one of my points on my graph and choose Add Trend Line. Linear is automatically checked. I want to display the equation on the chart and display the R-squared value on the chart. You can move this over to the side so we can see it a little bit better. So now I want to create a column for predicted values. When we create a whole column for predicted values, we are predicting the y values. So I'm going to call it predicted torque. Now, we can copy this equation and we can paste it right into cell C4. And then we just need to turn it into Excel format. So delete the Y and delete the space before the equals. And then after 0.0516, you need to put in the times, the little star. And instead of X, we want to reference where our X values are, cell A4. And those are the only things that need to be changed to get it into Excel format. Now you can press enter and there's your predicted torque. If you go to the bottom right corner of that cell, you can drag it down to get the remainder of the torques. Now we're going to add a couple of other voltage values to column A, and what will happen is our predicted torque column will fill in the prediction. Our first voltage is 7.45, and we get a torque of 0.27 Newton centimeters. And then 12.76, and we get a torque of about 0.55 Newton centimeters. Now, we can also use Excel to go the other way. If I give you a torque, you can find voltage. We use this function called goal seek. So what I'm going to do is drag this down 2 more times. And I'm going to click on cell C11, go to Data, What If Analysis, and Goal Seek. Alright, so now I want to predict the voltage, so I want to predict X when the torque is 0.35 Newton centimeters. So this set cell is where my formula is. So I want to set my equation to 0.35 by changing the voltage, by changing my X. So about 8.93 VDC. Now let's do the same thing again for C12. Data, what if analysis, goal seek, and I want to set cell C12 to 12.9 by changing the voltage. And we get about 252.14.